Hi everyone, and welcome to the BlazeX Gaming channel. Um, I'm gonna go over the Rathma group build for the Rathma speeds in Season 14. So let's start by the equipment first. You want your full Rathma set, and I'm just gonna go over real quick where you want special configurations. Basically, on your element, you want 6% crit, and you want your skeletal mage damage 15%, and you want the same thing on your boots. You want your skeletal mage damage for 15% as well. You want to get all your pieces most perfect you can. If you can get them ancient, you want secondary resists on there. Primary physical, secondary resists. It's the best one to have. You might want to go and throw a bit of lightning and fire resist in there. Um, there's also in the build, there's a few items that are mandatory. You need the Untitled Vision, which makes your Simulacrum drain your life, but it lasts twice as long, and you'll understand later in this video why this is important. Simulacrum is a big boost of damage. And then you need Reaper's Wraps. This is your primary way of getting your essence back. The support um, the support necromancer will create a lot of globes for you. When you pick them up, it's going to regen your essence and permit you to recast your mage faster. And when you recast your mages, well, that's how you make your damage when you have your mages up. You need Circle of Najul Evolve. This ring makes it so that when you cast a mage, you get 2 instead. If you're under the Simulacrum effect, you'll get 4. They also make your mages last 4 seconds longer, which is really important. It's a really good ring to have. And you need Crisbim's Sentence in your cube to basically double your damage when enemies are slowed, and more than it does 300% damage when they are stunned or frozen. And your support Necromancer will keep them frozen at all times. You need Tasker and Tio, self-explanatory. Your mages will attack 50% faster. And there's two ways of playing this build. You can either cube the Scythe of the Cycle, or you can equip it, and then you can cube Relina's Shadow Hook. Most people use the Scythe of the Cycle. For me right now, I've been lucky and I got a Primal Relina Shadow Hook, so I'm using that. But you could use the Scythe of the Cycle and Lost Time as well for the build, and that's most people are using the Scythe of the Cycle and Lost Time because you get this movement speed buff, and you can go and get cooldown reduction on your Lost Time, which is I wasn't able to get yet, which is why I'm using really nice Shadow Hook, which has 40 maximum essence as a secondary. Your maximum essence on your weapon and on your offense is really important. See, that's why I'm not using the Lost Time and the Scythe of the Cycle right now, because my Lost Time is really bad. I don't have my max essence. I don't have cooldown reduction. And basically the 20 max essence loss there is basically a 10% damage loss. So I'm using the Relentless Shadow Hook, which has the maximum roll of 40 maximum essence. It's really your call which one you want to use. The best bet is the cycle and the lost time when you have one that's properly rolled. And for your last jewel, you want a convention of the elements, just because it's the best ring to have for the damage boost. For your belt, you can either use Dente's bindings or the Witching Hour. The Witching Hour is a better damage boost item, but you'll feel that you'll die a lot, and it's going to be harder to survive, especially when you get into doing speed 100 G rifts or such. So that's why I'm using Dente's binding. Now that we went over the items, let's go over the skills. So if you're the top damage Rathma in your group, you want to go with Decryptify Borrowed Time, which is going to give you a 20% cooldown reduction, which gets your Simulacrum back up faster, and Simulacrum makes you do a ton of damage. Um, if you're the second top damage and your ZDPS cannot use Frailty, well, you'll have to use Frailty and Aura Frailty. If your ZDPS is using it or the other Rathma is using it, then you're using the Group of 5 borrowed time. For your for your mages, you're gonna go Singularity, which makes that every points of essence gives them a 3% damage boost. So that's why you want to go and grab your 330 maximum essence as soon as you can. You get your maximum essence by overwhelming essence, by getting it on your weapon, and your paragon points. You can go and grab another 50 there. You want to go and get your 50 maximum essence, and then I'm gonna go over the paragons after. Let's start with the skills. So you want to have Devour satiated. It boosts your maximum life by 2% for every corpse you consume. It also sometimes when you consume corpses, you spawn some health globes, and you also get 10 essence per corpse you consume, which makes you able to cast your skeletal mage faster. Then you want to grab Blood Rush. This is for your movement. And then you want to also get Bone Armor Dislocation. This is basically to proc your Scythe of the Cycle and make your mage do 400% additional damage while your Bone Armor is active. You want to use Bone Armor every time you can. There's an enemy near you so that you don't lose it. It's one of your main damage boost source. And make sure it's always up. For Simulacrum, it's basically a double your damage skill. It even goes further than doubling your damage because it doubles your damage and by boosting your essence and also by making you cast double the mages. So it's almost 3 times your damage when you're under Simulacrum. That's why you want to have it up as the most you can. You want Extended Servitude, which makes your skeletal mage last longer. You want Blood is Power, which when you lose 100% of your life, which won't kill you because um, the uh, the Simulacrum drains 5% of your life every second. But when you're in the GRIF, you're gonna have a support Necromancer that spawns a lot of health globes, so it's gonna heal you. But once you've lost 100% of your life, so for me, once I've lost 500,000, I'm going to get a 20% cooldown reduction on my Simulacrum. You'll want to have Final Service so that if you die, you have another chance. It's a cheat death. And of course, your Overwhelming Essence. That's pretty much it for the build. I'm going to do a video on the actual gameplay, and I'm going to post it in the comments of this video. But aside from that, if you have any questions, tips, comments, don't hesitate to leave a comment on the video. You might also want to check my video description for more tips and tricks on Diablo 3.